guys, we are back for another Dokkan battle video. Today we're going to take a look at another one of the new Dragon Ball hero characters. This is the EZA Great Saiyaman number 3. So this is Trunks, right, is who this is. So remember that this is a Vegeta family category character. Now, I don't know exactly how good this Great Saiyaman 3 is going to be. He potentially could be pretty strong. He still has the negative in here. Let's quickly go over what he can do. So, he gets 3 ki and 130% attack and defense at the start of turn. The 3 ki, of course, is very good for on a TUR, right? He gets 30% attack and defense. And, what is it, a 3% chance to crit per time traveler category ally in the team. So, he would be able to get, what is it, 21% chance to crit by having a full time traveler category team. Okay, that's decent, because this is a character that counters, right? He also lowers defense by 30% within the same turn after receiving an attack. He gets 10% attack and defense from each attack received up to 30%. That's kind of weird. And then he lowers damage from normal attacks by 30% and counters with tremendous power. How good is this guy going to be, right? Like, if you give him full crit, this is the type of character you do want to give full crit to. These characters that do counter attacks, right? I mean, if it's just going to be normals, it's not really going to be... They're not doing that much. Like, the whole point of this character is around those counters and doing damage. So, again, this is a character you would want to give as much crit as possible. Characters that do a ton of additional normals or counters, specifically counters against normal attacks, you're going to want crits, right? Otherwise, the whole point of the unit, like, they're not really doing too much there. So his link set, he has Infighter, Hero, Hero of Justice, Patrol, Solid Support, Respect, Shattering the Limit. And then categories, he's on, what is it? Time Travelers, Hybrid Saiyan, Vegeta Family, Dragon Ball Heroes, Crossover, Defender of Justice, and Bond of Parent and Child. Let's just jump in. Let's take a look at how he's going to do here. So, 337k defense right there. He has to get hit 3 times to fully build up. I mean, what is the super attack effect? He's getting 30% attack and defense for 1 turn. And then he raises Superclass Allies attack by 30% for 1 turn. I feel like this guy might be pretty good. I feel like he could potentially do a lot of damage. 6 million right there, huh? Like, if we're... Let's say we're going up against... Man, I don't know. I want to say, like, Cell Max or something like that, right? Like, if we're fighting Cell Max... Could this guy double-digit tank the normals from Cell Max? I think so, right? Because, I mean, remember, he's got damage reduction towards normals. So let's say Cell Max is going to attack, like, 7 times in slot 3, but, you know, it's 7 times in slot 3, but it's not a super attack. This guy could potentially do crazy damage, right? And especially if he's supering first, I would think very much that this guy would be double-digit tanking, right? Because his defense seems to be pretty good. The only thing is that minus 30% defense he gets... by the way, this Goku super attack, I think, looks really good. Him put ki in each hand and then combining it like that, that shit looks really good, man. I don't care. People can... I mean, listen. Every character that has come out, basically since, like, Dokkan Fest Pan, I see people complain about the animations. I think it looks good. So what are we at right here? 520? I'm sorry? 520. Interesting. So, a lot of this, well, I mean, some of this is from these links, right? Like, you know, he's got, so Hero is what? 25% defense. That's quite a big deal. You're probably not gonna have Hero activated too often, I would say. That is pretty big. Hero of Justice is attack and crit chance. Remember, the crit is very big for him. This is Patrol, right, which is 2 ki, 20% defense, but a lot of these Heroes characters have got Patrol. Huh. 520 is an awful lot, considering he's not fully built up yet. I mean, we have a huge amount of support on this rotation and stuff like that. But, I mean, remember when he supers, he gets 30% defense. He's not fully built up, but he does lower 30% defense when he gets hit too. I don't know. I think this character is actually kind of interesting. This is not my type of character, really, I would say. But I don't know. I feel like this guy could put up a show. Like, depending upon the situation, the boss, right? Like, just using Cell Max as an example, I feel like we could go in there and this Trunks could potentially take off, like, all of Cell Max's HP in one turn or something. Like, he could, if you just get, like, insane luck with the crit counters, right? I feel like Dokkan, AGL Super Vegito was just so obscene that Dokkan, they don't really do counters too often. I feel like it's because it's just the same way Tech Ultimate Gohan probably ruined Guard. EGL Super Vegito probably ruined, you know, damage reduction on normals and counters and stuff like that, right? Where I'm sure the devs were sitting there like, this is too good. We don't like this, right? Like, that's definitely... Okay, here we go. Let's see what we do. 500, yeah, that's... And he still has to take one more hit to be fully built up. Now, remember, he does lose quite a bit of this defense the first time he gets hit. He loses 30%, but, you know, if you're... Let's not talk about running him in slot 1, right? So it's like we would want good RNG with Cell Max attacking, like, slot 2 or slot 3 a bunch of times. And then, like, he's able to super attack first, right, where he gets 30%. I think this guy, again, could put on quite a show. We link up very well with Great Saiyaman 4. By the way, Great Saiyaman 4 is another character that got an EZA that we have to talk about. Let's see how much damage. All right, so now we're fully built up. So now we just are going to be just critting like crazy. Doing a huge... Well, no, we're not critting like crazy. Okay, thank you for not critting like crazy, bitch. Are you serious? Okay, there we go. Yeah, you start getting those crits in, and then a 7 million attack stat, huh? Okay. Sure. Okay. Yeah, I mean, listen. Not really my cup of tea, but, I mean, you... I feel like you could do shenanigans with this character. I think you could... There's bosses... I mean, he could one-turn Red Zone Broly with ease, right? Like, again, you get a good, nice, lucky rotation. I feel like this guy could, like, tech pan, like, HL Broly. I don't know. Like, Broly and Metal Cooler, for sure. Like, when I'm doing these Red Zone no-item runs, I think this Great Saiyaman 3, rocking him against some of those AGL bosses is probably going to be a pretty good idea. Because... I mean, if he's starting the turn out, you know, 500k defense, he will lose 30% when he gets hit, but, you know, he also gains 30% when he super attacks. So, I think he actually looks pretty good. It's like he does have the condition of needing a lot of time traveler category allies. I certainly like that much better than any crossover or Dragon Ball Hero restriction. The problem with those is that it's like, you know, the... Crossover doesn't get too many Dokkan Fest exclusives and stuff like that, but it gets more than here. Like, Heroes is once a year. Crossover, we could get, you know, various buffs at various points, but, like, a Time Traveler team, that's something that can actually get buffed, right? So here we're at 600k. Ow. Okay. Yeah, I actually think this guy's pretty good. Like, I'd love to go on a hate train for him, but I think this guy can cook. Yeah, he has some chef-like potential to him. Oh, yeah, he does. And once he starts critting like this, yeah, it's very fast. The enemy is going to evaporate in front of your eyes. Yeah, once you start doing this, it's goodbye, bitch. Yeah, okay, yup. Just get critted a million times. You gonna crit again? And no, he didn't crit, so okay. And then now we drop an 8 million attack set. Okay. Well, in terms of this, he definitely seems very good in terms of explosive damage. Now, keep in mind, all that damage he did with his counters, he could do even more. You know, he super attacks first, and then, like, because he gets 30% attack and defense from a super attack effect, and he also gives super class allies 30% attack. Dude, this guy seems, his defense, I think, is high enough start a turn. I see this guy as a real player with type advantage. Against Broly and Red Zone Metal Cooler, this guy can just do so much damage so fast that I think he actually could be a real game changer. Now, again, you're going to want, like, the full Time Traveler setup, so he's got all of his buffs. But, I mean, we could see, dude, this guy could put up damage. I kind of like him. I like him. At least, you know, the turn starts, all right, 600k defense, boom, right there. Cool, solid, right? So I see this guy, again, as a factor with type advantage in Red Zone, which is, I mean, if you could be that, that's pretty good. This guy seems decent to me. I think you put him with full crit. You line up crit, and then you just hope to go into that Red Zone Metal Cooler fight, and Metal Cooler's attacking slot 2 10 times. And you go, all right, bye, bitch. See you later, pussy. Right? That's how you want to do it. So let me know what you guys think. This is more of an offensive unit, but I think he seems pretty good. I think that this guy could do a lot of damage. Again, max him out on crit, because a character like this, he's only as good as those 10 counters, like, you know, a bunch of them critting, and then the damage racks up. So this is a character, again, I would say crit. When we talk about dodge, do keep in mind that dodging a normal attack, you will still counter it, right? Keep that in mind, though, right? But I would say this type of character, he really wants and needs to be critting, so giving as much crit as possible is a good idea, but he seems pretty good. Let me know what you guys think. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch y'all next time.